Hi, everyone, and welcome to Who to the Curve. And this is a Robert Ruiz rant. And today we're going to be ranting on the grand paradox of an intellectual humility, or basically how I became a master of knowing nada. In the grand cosmic joke that is our quest for knowledge, there is a punchline that has been delivered with impeccable timing and irony since the time of Socrates, and likely even before that old chap decided to annoy his fellow Athenians with incessant questions. The joke setup is as follows. Ambitious Homo sapiens, armed with oversized brains and undersized humility, set out on the valiant quest to know everything. The punchline, the more they learn, the more they realize they don't know squat. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the biggest paradox of all, the black hole of wisdom, the Bermuda Triangle of intellect, where all certainties vanish without a trace. Picture this. You start your life as an adorable drooling baby, absolutely certain of the world's mechanics. You cry, you get fed. You throw a toy and it magically reappears in your crib. Thanks to the benevolent giants, which are parents, who serve your every need. Life is simple. Life is good. Fast forward a few years, and now you're a student, armed with a highlighter and a false sense of confidence. You tackle algebra, history, and the sciences with the bravado of a knight going after a dragon. Every test you ace inflates your ego just a little bit more. You are the master of your middle school universe. Then, one day, you stumble upon the subject that doesn't quite fit into the neat equations and memory of dates. Philosophy, they call it. You encounter a fellow by the name of Socrates who famously declared, "I know that I know nothing." What a quitter, you think. But as you delve deeper into the rabbit hole of critical thinking, you begin to question, well, everything? Why is the sky blue? Why do we dream? What is the meaning of life? And why on earth can't philosophers just give a straight answer to any question? Fast forward a bit more, and you're in the throes of the higher education, or as I like to call it, the gladiatorial arena of who can sound the most pretentious while being the most confused. Here you are, surrounded by textbooks, thicker and of deep dish pizza, and every page you turn seems to whisper, "You know nothing." Jon Snow. You learn about quantum mechanics, where particles can be in two places at once and cats can be both dead and alive. Common sense waves the white flag and surrenders. You study economics, where every theory is perfect until humans get involved. You delve out into psychology, only to find out that half of your decisions are made by your brain that you really can't control, and the other half are just your brain trying to justify why it already did. The more you read, the more you realize that knowledge is not just a vast ocean, but an infinite one, where every answer you grasp only leads to a dozen more questions. And those questions breed like rabbits on a love-influenced frenzy, or should I say love-induced frenzy. You learned about chaos theory, and suddenly you can't even butter your toast without considering the butterfly effect. Will my choice of jam today lead to a hurricane in the Caribbean next week? The uncertainty is maddening. You enter the workforce armed with your shiny diploma and a caffeinated eagerness to change the world, only to find that the real world operates on a different set of rules, most of which are unwritten, and some of which are downright nonsensical. You sit in the meetings where buzzwords fly around like mosquitoes in a swamp, and you realize that if you had $1 for every time someone said synergy or think outside the box, you could retire comfortably to a beach in Bali. And as you climb the ladder of the so-called success, you find that with every rung, your view of the horizon expands. And what you see is an ever-folding landscape of complexity. You attend conferences where experts speak with such confidence you think that they had a universe's instruction manual. But late at night, in the quiet corners of your mind, you admit that they, like you, are probably winging it. In a world obsessed with knowing and admitting ignorance is the ultimate taboo, yet there is a strange comfort in embracing the paradox of knowledge. In a world obsessed with knowing, admitting ignorance is the ultimate taboo, yet there is a strange comfort in embracing the paradox of knowledge. The more you learn, the more you're at awe of the mysteries of the universe. You realize that knowing is not a weakness, but a sign of wisdom. It's the first step to truly understanding that the universe is a wondrous, confounding place, and perhaps our role is not to conquer it with our intellect, but to dance with it on our ignorance. So, here's to the paradox of knowledge, the most humbling of cosmic jokes. In the end, the paradox of knowledge is a cosmic comedy, a jest that keeps us mortals in check, reminding us that for all our libraries, laboratories, and Google searches, we are but infants, splashing in the shore of an unfathomable ocean. It humbles the most arrogant among us and emboldens the most timid, for in the realm of the unknown, we are all equals, bewildered travelers in the universe that chuckles at our maps and compasses. Through the lens of humor and sarcasm, we can embrace our ignorance, not as a source of despair, but as a spark of the endless curiosity. It is the fuel for our journey, the secret ingredient that keeps the adventure of learning not only necessary, but thrillingly unpredictable. The paradox teaches us that wisdom is not the accumulation of facts, but the nuanced art of asking better questions. So let us wear out our dunce caps with pride, for they are the crowns of the truly wise. Let us celebrate questions that have no answers and find joy in lifelong pursuit of knowledge, even if it leads us to the ultimate wisdom that we know a whole lot about nothing at all. After all, the grand narrative of the cosmos, our ignorance, is not just a punchline, it's the whole darn joke. And what a glorious joke it is. May we laugh heartily, learn eagerly, and live in the light-hearted humility that the best of knowing is knowing that we never really know. Here's to the grand paradox, the ultimate teacher, and the final frontier of our intellectual odyssey. May we forever revel in the sublime comedy of learning, and may the quest for knowledge continue to be the most entertaining enigma of our existence. Thank you for listening to another Who Threw the Curve Robert Ruiz rant. Don't forget to like us, subscribe, and to share. Thanks.